Hello, YouTube. Well, as I wait for the 15 acres of hay I've got cut laying on the ground to finish getting washed off here in the next few days, I thought I'd come into the barn this morning and work on my cubby. This is my 1964 International Cub Low Boy. This is what I mow my grass with all summer long. I bought this 9 years ago. 8 years ago, I rebuilt the engine in it, and since then, I've really done nothing but mow the grass with it every week during the summer. I'm starting to have some cooling issues with it. I was looking around on the interwebs a couple of weeks ago, and I found a new radiator for it. This is a new aluminum radiator. 125 bucks delivered to my door, so I really can't mess with the old radiator for that kind of money. But right now I'm going to pull the grill and the hood off of it, and we'll talk some more about the cooling system on these cubbies after I get the hood off. So here it is in all its glory. 60 cubic inches of raw power. I still have the 6-volt generator system on it. The generator still charges. It always starts, so I don't see any reason to upgrade that at this point in time. I'm also due for an oil change, so I'm going to change the oil while it's in here. So right now, I'm going to drain the coolant system. These Cubs have what I refer to as a faith-based cooling system. There's no water pump. There's no coolant temperature gauge. I guess if it's not boiling over, you're just supposed to figure that everything's okay. Without a water pump, it uses convection to circulate coolant. The idea being as the coolant in the engine heats up, the warm water rises, gets to the radiator, and as it cools, it goes down, and that's what keeps it circulating. So I guess, like I said, right now I'm going to drain the cooling system. Another unique thing about these Cubs, there is no bottom tank on the radiator. The bottom tank is actually part of the front housing there. And well, I'll show you that when I get it apart here. So I'm going to keep taking this thing apart. Okay, there's the lower radiator tank, which is actually part of the front casting. There's a passage in there where it flows back and into the block. I've got the oil all drained out of it. I set the filter there so I don't forget to finish changing the oil. So I'm ready to install the new radiator. These back bolts are a pain in the butt. I remember that, but it's been 7 years since I last had this apart. I don't remember how I did it, but obviously I managed to do it somehow, so I suppose I'll figure out how to do it again. Okay, we've got the new radiator installed. Of course, any time you buy anything aftermarket these days, it's a crapshoot. But I've got it bolted on to the front casting. There are 18 5/16 bolts that go all the way around it, and all those bolt holes lined up, bolted on there without too much problem. The ones on the other side are kind of a pain in the butt, but a little patience. Uh, this is the only fitment issue. This doesn't line up perfectly. I really should have get a longer piece of hose there, but this just fits. Either this needs to be bent down at more of an angle, or else what I think the problem is with this tubing isn't welded onto the top tank squarely. It looks to me like it's kind of cocked up a little bit, which is causing a problem with the alignment. Like I said, I don't think it'd be a problem if I had a little longer hose there, and I might get a longer piece of hose to put on there later, but I'm going to try it right now as it is. But anyway, it's all bolted on there. Right now I'm going to change the filter and fill it up with oil before I put the hood back on, because it's actually a lot easier to change this filter with the hood off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and get the hood back on this baby and get her ready to go back to work. Okay, the cubby is almost completely back together. I've got the oil change done. Everything is bolted on. I don't have the fuel line back on yet because I forgot to pick up a fuel filter, so I'll pick up a fuel filter this weekend. And I don't have the coolant back in it yet either. I'm going to put all new coolant back in. So next week when I mow the lawn, I'll probably throw up a short to give you a little report on how the new cooling system is performing. Okay, it's the following week, and I've been out running the cubby. I've been running about an hour and a half, and the cubby has not lost its cool. The old radiator would have been spitting out coolant about a half hour ago. So I think we can call this a win, which is good because winds haven't been all that plentiful this summer. So I have to say, I think the radiator is going to do the job. Aftermarket aluminum radiator on my 64 International Cub Low Boy. So until the next great adventure happens, everyone out there have a good day.